Stop scrolling. This might be the most dangerous thing nobody ever warned you about. If people constantly call you too nice, if you feel guilty saying no, if you keep sacrificing yourself for everyone around you, you are not simply kind. You may be psychologically programmed to destroy yourself. And the worst part? People probably love you for it. They love how available you are, how easy you are to use, how quietly you suffer. But listen carefully. The longer you live like this, the more pieces of yourself disappear forever. And by the end of this video, you are going to understand why some good people end up the loneliest, emptiest people alive. Look at your life honestly. You answer your friend's 2 a.m. crisis call while your own sleep is destroyed. You stay late fixing your boss's mistakes while your own tasks pile up. You smile and say, "No problem," when family dumps their emotional load on you. You constantly smile through the pain. You fix everyone else's chaotic problems. But look in the damn mirror. You are utterly exhausted. Your soul feels incredibly heavy. You have a bone-deep fatigue. You give and you blindly give. But who takes care of you? Absolutely nobody. And that is entirely your fault. You trained them to ignore you. You taught them your needs are secondary. Your feelings are totally negotiable. You are becoming completely invisible. Invisibility is not real peace. It is crushing, quiet loneliness. It's loneliness dressed as politeness. Every single year this continues, you lose another piece of yourself. You are abandoning your own life. You invested years in pleasing people. You think you cannot stop now. You think it will all be wasted. That is the sunk cost fallacy. Was it ever kindness or was it fear? Fear of rejection? Fear of conflict? Fear of abandonment? Fear of not being enough unless you're useful? Because that changes everything. This does not start in adulthood. It starts much earlier. Many too nice people were emotionally trained to survive this way. Maybe love felt conditional. Maybe approval had to be earned. Maybe being easy, quiet, helpful, or emotionally convenient kept you safe. So your nervous system adapted. You became hyper-aware of moods. You learned to read facial expressions instantly. You monitored emotional tension constantly. You became the peacemaker, the fixer, the emotional caretaker. Not because you wanted to, because your brain learned, if people are upset, I am unsafe. That's not personality. That's survival conditioning. And over time, your kindness stopped being authentic generosity. It became armor, an iron mask, a performance designed to prevent rejection. But here's the problem with masks. The longer you wear them, the harder it becomes to remember who you really are. Psychologists call part of this compassion fatigue. Your nervous system absorbs stress constantly. Your mirror neurons fire non-stop. You carry emotions that do not belong to you. And without boundaries, your brain never exits survival mode. So eventually, your body starts speaking for you. Chronic exhaustion, anxiety, resentment, emotional numbness, burnout. And deep underneath all that endless kindness, there's often hidden anger. Not because you're bad, because a part of you knows you're being emotionally consumed. That quiet voice inside keeps whispering, "What about me?" But you silence it immediately. You tell yourself, "Don't be selfish." So the anger stays trapped. And trapped emotions don't disappear. They mutate into bitterness, passive aggression, depression, emotional explosions, or complete emptiness. And eventually, the mask starts breaking. This is the moment most people misunderstand. They think setting boundaries makes them cruel. But boundaries are not cruelty. Boundaries are honesty. For the first time in your life, you stop lying about what hurts you. And yes, it feels terrifying. Because when your identity is built around pleasing people, saying no feels like becoming the villain. Your nervous system panics. You feel guilt, fear, shame. Not because boundaries are wrong, because your brain associates self-protection with danger. But listen carefully. The people who truly care about you may need adjustment time, but they will not punish you for becoming healthy. The ones who explode, manipulate, withdraw affection, attack your character, those people were benefiting from your lack of boundaries. That realization changes everything. You were never loved for who you truly were. You were loved for access. Access to your time, your energy, your emotional labor, your inability to say no. And once you see that clearly, you can never unsee it again. Here is the dangerous truth nobody wants to say out loud. Some relationships will end the moment you stop over-sacrificing yourself. Read that again. Some people only loved the version of you they could control, the version that stayed quiet, overgave, never complained, never needed anything. And once you finally change, they will call you selfish, cold, different, difficult. Let them fucking go. Losing those people is not failure. It is freedom. You cannot build a healthy life while betraying yourself every day. You cannot heal while constantly abandoning your own needs. And you cannot call it kindness if it requires your destruction. Society romanticized self-sacrifice. They taught you that good people endure everything silently. But silence is not always virtue. Sometimes silence is fear wearing a polite smile. And maybe the most tragic thing of all is how many people spend their entire lives trying to earn love they were already worthy of from the beginning. You were never valuable because you suffered for others. You were valuable before all of that, before the performance, before the exhaustion. So here is where everything changes. The next time someone asks something from you, pause. Do not answer immediately. Breathe. And ask yourself one uncomfortable question. Am I helping from love or from fear? That single question can change your entire life, because real kindness does not destroy you. Real kindness includes you too. Learn to disappoint people occasionally. Learn to protect your energy. Learn to stop apologizing for existing. The world trained you to believe self-neglect was goodness. It lied to you. The real danger was never becoming selfish. The real danger was abandoning yourself so completely that nobody could find the real you anymore. You do not need permission to exist. You do not need to earn rest. You do not need to destroy yourself to deserve love. And maybe for the first time in your life, it's time to stop being the person who saves everyone else and finally save yourself.